Jody Chernesky, hopefully, with Greg Drebany back. Folks, at the start of this game, if you were listening to us, we were talking about the lights blinking. The power was going off and going off, all in the building. And as I looked behind me, I saw in the control room the door was open, so I just assumed they were working back there. And while we thought we were doing something wrong during the first period on YouTube, evidently the entire internet has gone down due to a power surge. Greg, I'll guarantee you that it has something to do with the carnival fair that's going on next door.
Yeah.
Because they're sucking the power down left and right over there with all the rides and lights they've got going on.
You are right, Jody. You know what? We started having trouble probably right about dark.
Yeah.
So I think you nailed it.
I don't know of any other explanation it could be, because everything was set up right. We even went back in between periods, folks, and basically deleted one feed and created another, thinking that we were in the error or we were at fault, but it wasn't. Nonetheless, we did it anyway, and now that we've come back, hopefully it'll be okay. But if it goes in and out, we know now that it's the power surge issues that are going on, and my thoughts are it's because of the fair, the carnival, whatever next door.
Well, and you know how it is. Everybody pulls up their trailers and, their backup generators and you name it, Jody, and, they're going to overload everything they can because it lights up like a Christmas tree over there.
We do apologize. I promise you I don't like to lay blame anywhere else. That's why we went back in to try to fix it ourselves. But we promise you it's not us this time. We're not engineers and we're not producers, but we didn't do anything wrong. So hopefully it's gotten it fixed, at least for the time being, and we'll see what happens.
I don't know about you, Jody, but I consider myself a very good engineer.
Good for you. My grandson, Carter McDaniel, the eyebrow kit, all right, he knows more about engineering than I do.
Well, anytime anything goes wrong at my house, I find a way to engineer it back into working condition.
I don't know. I know the fair probably creates a lot of money and tax revenue base for the city of Pelham here, and the building itself probably, because it is on their land. But, wow, I wish it wasn't going on. I'll just be honest with you. The parking is crazy. People are having to park at a shopping mall and get bussed over to the arena because there's just nowhere to park.
Well, and I knew something was up, and I couldn't quite figure it out. But usually, we have our front gate guy at the road, and he says, hey, what are you here for? And I'm like, yep, doing color, and they waved me through. And tonight there were 5 and 6 guys with the light up, airport lanterns and waving cars in. I mean, they were packing them in like sardines over there. So, I get it now. Now I'm tracking with you.
Okay, well, guess what I didn't get to do? I didn't go get the tinkle. I didn't go to the boys' room. And now I'll be happy if this is another fast period, if you know what I mean. I'll stand up and see if that helps.
How about Fia having a little
I see that
conversation here with Jerry?
I don't know if it's a combative conversation or a chirping conversation or a, hey, that was a decent period conversation, but they were chalking, no doubt. Fia's not one to do that, though,
No, he's just, taking a page out of Weezer's book.
All right, off the draw, puck bounces over Nippard's stick and back into the Macon zone. He'll play it. Near side, Ebby. Adam Ebby through the slot. Goldowski sends it far side for Jerry. Man's on him. Jerry sends it behind Atherton. Played around the near boards. Masson is there. Lifts one off the glass. Still in the Bull zone. Goldowski slap shot save made by Atherton. Goldowski didn't get all of that, and it found its way into the mitt of Drennan Atherton.
I tell you, from that first shift, Jerry, looks like Macon's moving a little faster now, and looks like they're trying to come out and play some hockey here.
I do notice on the bench, too, not that this means anything, Macon's bench is standing up watching this game. Birmingham's isn't. Does that mean anything, Greg?
Well, it sure does, and I'll tell you what, Jody, it doesn't matter what place you're in. The bottom line is these guys are passionate. They love to play hockey, and the longer you leave Macon in the game.
Jerry now with the puck off that goal. You can finish your thought. It's okay.
The harder it's going to be to wipe them out late in the third period.
Birmingham takes the puck in now. Sinclair was floating there into the slot. McTavish couldn't get in the puck. It's played behind the net. Comes near side. Jerry gets there first, and he'll set it up behind the net for Winslow. Winslow tries to get it out. It hits off a player, and Goldowski will pick the loose puck up and ice the puck, and faceoff will come back down into the Macon zone. I'm interested to see how Birmingham counteracts the physical play by Macon. I'm not sure you can, but they got to do something.
Well, no, but I mean, that's what I mean. One thing that Macon came out, and they're actually keeping their guys in their proper lanes off the draw and that kind of stuff, where, like I said, in the first period, it was like wherever the puck went, there was just a bull rush of 3 or 4 different guys.
Face off to the right. Jack Boston, who's had a really decent game. Based on his stats, I didn't think it was possible, but he came to play tonight. Now Kozarev has the puck behind the net. He'll play it for Glover near side. Brierly far side. Pace with a shot save made by Boston, and the rebound cleared back into center ice. Nagel with the puck now. Gets away from one man. Sets it up for Goldowski. He couldn't get it deep, and Brierly takes it away. And now Jonathan Pace has it. Sends it off the stick of Kozarev into the Macon zone, and it's picked up there by Winslow. Long head-manning pass ahead. They'll tip it in deep as Nagel, played by the Bulls, taken away by McChesney. Nice play by Brierly. Takes it right back from him, and Birmingham clears. Now Orr with the puck. Curls away from Fia. Sends it into the Bull zone where Kolatarsi has it. Kolatarsi near side for Donahue, and back comes Birmingham's Masson. Nice touch pass ahead to Fia. Fia tries to cut around Roy. Cuts behind the net. He'll think a wrapper, and there's Donahue. A shot save made by Boston. My goodness, what a save. Moses. McChesney with the puck. Sends it far side for Roy. Birmingham putting the pressure on, but Jack Boston answering the call. Lifted into center ice. Played by Cohen. He tries to get it in deep. Donahue had him tied up. Now Birmingham sends it into the zone where it's taken there by Anthony Ora. Ora sends one in wide of the net. Bounces off the boards for Vance. Vance sends it up near side, and back comes C.J. Walker. Walker ahead for McTavish. Puts the brakes on. 2 Macon players there. So he'll send it deep. Walker taken down on the play, or he falls, one of the 2, and the puck is sent out to center ice. Taken away by Birmingham. Back into the Macon zone. Pass Boston. Sinclair catches up with it first. Centering pass bounces off the stick of Boston. I'm not sure he was expecting that.
Well, that was kind of bizarre, Jody. Usually as a goalie, you go out, stop the puck, and you come around the same side you just played the puck around to. Boston chose to go the other way.
Puck tied up and then sent to center ice where Matt Clark has it, and he'll give it near side Romeo. Haven't called Romeo's name a lot tonight. Gets it ahead for Rose. Takes the shot. Save made by Boston. Rebound comes behind the net. Played by Birmingham. There's a loose puck picked up, though, by McChesney, and he'll skate away. Just lifts a harmless one off the boards into the Bull zone. He'll come off for a change, and Carson Rose will take it for the Bulls. Through center ice, ahead for Kozarev. He gets the puck control off his skate. Kozarev will wrap one around the boards. Nobody there for Birmingham as it's played by Nippert. Glover tries to take it away from Nippert. He can't do it. Winslow plays it, and back comes Derek McCrones into the Bull zone. Sends it in deep. McCrones behind the net. Lost it. Picked up there by Nick Fia. Fia curls away from McCrones behind his net. Look out. Loose right through the slot, Fia. Come on. Pace off the boards into center ice. Taken away by Jerry. And right back into the Bull zone, the puck is sent. Now Nagel takes the puck away. Centering pass. Score! That was a play that was done by physical contact. They hit Brierly on the play, took the puck away, one pass in front, backhander over, empty net to shootout, 1-0 Macon.
Well, Jody, and that's where we talked earlier about the Bulls having a different look on the ice tonight. There's different stuff going on, but it's like Fia does not make that play any other game that I've seen this year since he's been back. Coming around the net, going forehand, backhand, and then a little 3-foot dump pass right down there in front of Atherton. Yeah, that's not how the Bulls break out. It ended up back behind their net, a big hit by Macon, and they've got a 3-on-0 in front of the net.
Goldowski on the goal. Goldowski's goal, his 11th of the year. As the puck is tied up, now some pushing and shoving in front of Boston. Of course, it's Sasha Roy. He grabs a hold of McGregor Sinclair. He's not going to back away. but cooler heads will prevail this time. Wiesner also out on the ice. I have a feeling that's where it started.
Well, it's one of those things, Jody, where the big thing for the Bulls here is they have to maintain that killer mentality that we saw. Even though it was defensive last weekend, but every shift they were going. They were intense on the puck. And, you know, I saw a couple things in the last few shifts just before Macon scored, but it's like not what we do. But like the, 15-foot in the air saucer passes, tape to tape. And, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty in an all-star game. But to me, we need to dial it in here and get back to business.
Face off in the Macon zone, controlled by the Bulls, but nowhere to go with it was Wiesner, so he sent it in deep. McTavish back to Wiesner. Behind the net is played. Now Ebby sends it up the far boards. Stopped there by Vance, but taken away, and Macon clears. Kolatarsi sends it ahead off the stick of McTavish into the near corner. Ebby gets there first, sends it far side for McChesney. McChesney banks one off the boards, back into the Bulls zone, and Kozarev will leave it for Romeo. 15 minutes to go, second period. Macon with a 1-0 lead over the Birmingham Bulls. Now bringing it back in to Macon zone, a shot save made off the glove of Boston from Matt Clark. Nice wrister, but he just couldn't beat Boston, and Macron sends it back into the Bulls zone. Romeo's there, sends it near side, kept alive by Macon. Contessa back for Macrones. He sends one in towards Atherton, but it never got through, and Birmingham will bring it back into the Macon zone. Kozarev drops it for Glover. Macrones all over him. Taken down, no call. Romeo picks the loose puck up. Back at the blue line, plays it down low. Rose will get it behind the net. Backhands one for Glover, but it gets away from him. He gets the puck controlled, though. Nowhere to go, and Macon clears the zone. Greg, he's letting them play.
I was going to say, must have an early tea time tomorrow morning.
Rose now gets away from one as he falls down. Rose backs in, backhander run, but Kozarev overskated the puck.
What a move by Rose.
Rose just undressed Tanner Nagel, and nowhere to go with it. Kozarev uncharacteristically overskated a beautiful drop pass, and Macon has the puck now in the Bull zone. There's a shot from the point, turned to the corner. There is Pace. He kicks it ahead for Nick Fia. Fia through center ice. Ahead for Donahue. Nobody here on this right wing side. Donahue with a shot. Nice save by Boston. Puck comes near side. Kolatarsi in front off the skate of Nagel. Back at the point, Kolatarsi has it. He sends it over for Vance. A shot deflected wide. Now McTavish will pinch in and try and keep it alive for the Bulls. McTavish fighting there along with Nagel with the puck. McTavish sends it for Masson, who knocked down. Now McTavish is going. He drags down. I think that's Severson. McTavish on top of him, punching him. They got caught up and tied up into the near corner, and both of them grabbed each other, and that is Severson. And McTavish goes down. A couple of punches by McTavish. Now here comes Severson. He wants to give the business to Wiesner, of course.
Well, I think Wiesner was just the closest guy standing there, Jody, but I tell you what, Severson right off that hop, as soon as the Bulls dumped that puck deep, he had 2 or 3 big hits in the corner. And McTavish got on, just roped around the glass there, came out and shaken up a little bit, got his wits back.
You know what, Greg? They're playing the body better than any team I've seen in this building this year.
Oh, yeah.
All right? To me, the way you answer that is come right back at them. Here's the call.
5 minutes for fighting. Number 13, Alex Severson, 5 minutes for fighting. Birmingham penalty, number 18, Troy McTavish, 5 minutes for fighting. Number 18, Troy McTavish, 5 minutes for fighting. Time of the penalty, 6:52 of the.
So no minors call on the play, 2 coincidentals for fighting, and I'm all right with that. But the point I was trying to make before the call was you've got to push back at some time, whether that's dropping the gloves or a stick in the chest or in the side. Don't you have to do something?
Oh, yeah. Well, and that's what we saw there. McTavish had enough. And, hey, I would have had enough, 10 minutes into the first period. But.
This is in no way a slide on Macon. They're hitting cleanly.
Oh,
but you can't just sit there and take that all night long. You got to come right back at them, right?
Well, yeah, and Macon's making it difficult on the Bulls. The Bulls are coming down, entering the zone on the blue line, and it's like you got two defenders to get. You dump the puck deep, and you have one guy coming straight up on you, making body contact, who's usually Roy, the offside D stepping up, and then to get in the corner and get the puck, you got another D to contend with who's looking to hit you first, giving you the puck, saying, go ahead, get it, and then when you do, you get popped.
Well, I haven't seen Birmingham not be able to carry the puck in the zone cleanly in a long time. Tonight, I haven't seen one time that's happened, except for when Carson Rhodes undressed Tanner Nagel and went in all alone, but no goal.
And that's it. And that's the point that we were making earlier about if the Bulls can get around some of these hits and avoid them, it's going to open up ice behind it. But saying and doing is two different things, Jody.
They're big, but they're slow, and you're going to have to go around them, as you said, I guess, when you bring it in the zone. Now, face-off will have to happen again. I guess they ruled someone was moving. Right. So even though Sinclair won the draw cleanly, they'll have to do it again.
And that's one of those things that we'll see. Macon, they don't have that jump and pop that they had in the first. They're still trying to execute the same game, but you're right. They are slowing down just a touch.
Jerry kicks the puck into the corner after the draw, and Nippert sends it around far boards for Goldowski, who clears the zone. Clark racing back. He goes down, picked up there by Macon, behind the net. Nagel lost the puck. Vance has it, backhands one out past Ebby. Now he tries to keep it in, Wiesner as well, and the puck comes free to center ice. Bulls take control. Ryan Romeo ahead off the skate of Walker, picked up by Goldowski. Goldowski almost lost it. Ebby has the puck.
Oh, my God.
High sticking is going to be called. You got to be kidding me after all we've seen, Greg. The stick did get up, though. I'm gonna say it's not a bad call. The stick got up, but goodness gracious. As Walker and Ebby are having words in front of that penalty box, C.J. Walker's going in for the high stick.
And Ebby did play it up, and
sure,
he knew it was right in front of the referee. So, I mean, he,
you
straightened
throw your head
up
back.
Straightened up, put his hand to his mouth, and, checked for blood. But the bottom line is he continued on. He knew it was an accident, but nonetheless.
Accidents are still penalties.
Yep. You're in charge of your stick at all time and responsible, Jody.
Face-off in the Bull zone. First power play of the night for any team. Now Pace is
go.
giving the business over there to Billy Jerry, who's got at least 4 inches on Jonathan Pace, but Pace has had enough.
Hey, I got something for those 4 inches, Jody. It's called a straight uppercut.
Well, they're having a talk. Now Nippert goes over. Linesmen are going to step in. It looks like we're going to be okay. But things are getting a little chippy out here in Pelham, Alabama.
Let's go.
Face-off to the left of Drennan Atherton. First power play of the night for either team. Controlled by Macon. Or with a shot steered aside by Atherton. Played along the near boards by LaPlante. Behind the net, gets past Cohen, and Birmingham clears. Bostic leaves it behind his net, and wasting no time. Anthony Orr skates away. Skates it into the Bull zone. Can't get past Pace. Stood him up, dropped him. Brierly picks the puck up, curls behind the net. He's just killing time, and then he lifts it down the ice.
Rhodes going to make him play it.
Behind the net, the puck was played. LaPlante picks it up, comes right back in on the goaltender, Bostic. Ebby has it now behind his net. We're down to 1:15 to go in the power play for Macon. Adam Ebby skates through center ice. Watched by Masson. He draws it back for LaPlante. Far side off the skate of Billy Jerry. And Masson pressures him. Macon has to bring it back in their own zone. Now LaPlante plays it ahead for Cohen. Cohen puts the brakes on far boards. Tipped by Sinclair into the corner. LaPlante will play it.
Good stick there by Colatarsi.
LaPlante behind the net, off the boards. Back for Billy Jerry. He's manning the point on this power play. Now Cohen has it poked away from him by Carson Vance. Jerry keeps it in. Played down low for Nippert. Jerry has it. Back for Ebby. Returns for Jerry. He'll shoot. Save made by Atherton, and he'll hold it with Nippert right in his doorstep.
And you can see, Jody, Not a whole lot of high-level skill guys going on out there on that power play. You can see it took Macon a while to get down there, but they're all about brute force, and when they finally got the opportunity, got that shot set up, that was a great hard shot. Good save by Atherton.
Nice hit by Pace, and of course, in every whistle in front of a net, you're going to get pushing and shoving. So,
hey, I like that by Pace. Stepping it up there.
Exactly. Stood his man up, did exactly what he's supposed to do, and the puck harmlessly goes behind the net when that happens. McChesney on the draw for Macon. Looks like he's going to get tossed. Wiesner for Birmingham. Now Goldowski will come in. McChesney will go back to the blue line. 28 seconds remain on the power play for Macon. Puck dropped. Played right in front for Atherton. Backed away, and Birmingham clears as Donahue found the loose puck up and cleared it down the ice. We're down to 15 seconds. That puck just fluttered right into Atherton.
Well, Clark had to make a decision, puck or body. He played both, so it ended up working out. But good job by Atherton to stay with that.
Now, nice play by Wiesner. Banks one himself off the boards, backhands it, and Birmingham clears, and that'll do it. Birmingham is back at full and even strength as Walker streaks across to the bench, and Kozarev comes on. Now it's brought into the Bull zone. Look out. McCrones was cruising. Contessa lost the puck, and Kozarev will skate away. 2 men back. He gets away from one. That's Winslow. Cross-ice pass. Backhander by Rose. Turned aside by Boston. Nice play by Kozarev. Nice shot by Rose. Boston answers.
Hits the end of his stick, Jody.
Now right in, Jack plays it. He does not believe in covering the puck, Greg.
Nope.
Macon through center ice. Knocked down by Fia. Now behind the play, of course, Sasha Roy all over Carson Rose. And all of Carson's 28 penalty minutes. Played for Nick Fia. Macon takes it away. As Contessa brings it into the Bull zone, has Jerry, but Donahue keeps him from getting the puck. It's loose, picked up by Nagel. Masson sends it behind the net for Vance. Long head manning pass for Donahue, tips it ahead. That's Fia with the puck, curls away from Nippert. He's not going to be able to get away from him. Fia loses the puck, and it's cleared into center ice. Nippert is not going to let you have the zone. Played by Ora. Far side, Goldowski has the puck. Taken away from him nicely by Sinclair. He centered, but no one was there except Anthony Ora. Birmingham's Kolatarsi keeps it alive, but couldn't get it deep now. Puck almost given away to Walker. Played behind the net, Ora has it. He banks one far side for Nippert. Ahead just past Tanner Nagel, comes back into the Bull zone, and icing will be called on Macon with 8:43 to go. Here in this second period of play, Macon still up 1-0, and it's not because we haven't had scoring chances, Greg. It's surprisingly because of Jack Boston.
Absolutely, and you can see, Jody, Macon is trying to take the down low away from the Bulls. So, I don't know if they've been watching tape or know that that's where the Bulls excel, is getting the puck down low, cycling it, then moving it low to high. But they're letting the Bulls cycle high, like you saw Fia back there on that last exchange. He came down. They're like, hey, go ahead and skate up around the blue line all you want. But they're boxing them out, triangulating, and the Bulls can't get that puck below the goal line and go to work like they have been.
In the offensive zone, or in Macon's defensive zone, I should say, they're chasing the puck. Nippert was all over Fia. Wherever the puck goes, somebody's with that guy. Whether they drop off and it's someone else, they're just not letting Birmingham have any room in the offensive zone, and that has been a good recipe so far for Macon.
Wow, that's called the puck hound, Jody, and one of the big ones was like the Rat, Ken Lindstrom, back in the day, and that's what
former Bull.
That's what he made his money on, was just being a guy that is tenacious and aggressive.
Gary Lehman is another one.
There you go, puck hounds.
Oh, I loved the hockey back in the 80s, Greg. Nothing was like it. Not one. You can't convince me that hockey in the 80s wasn't the greatest sport that there ever was. All right, face off to the left of Boston. Sinclair wins it. It's loose. Shipped ahead by Goldowski, and he'll skate away. Wiesner on him, so he gives it to Nagel. Nagel tried to get around Clark. He couldn't do it, and the loose puck picked up by the Bulls. Walker sends it ahead for Sinclair. Sinclair gets around one, but nowhere to go as Roy really topped him off. Wiesner found the loose puck. Couldn't really get all of it on it. but Boston was there. Now Romeo will play it for Sinclair. Return for Romeo. Bounced over his stick. Clark will send it in deep. Wiesner hit by Roy. He goes down. Now it's played along the board. Sasha Roy has it, and he'll just gingerly send it ahead. Goldowski near side for Nagel, and he'll dump it in. Line change for Macon. Under 8 minutes to go. Macon leading 1-0 here in the second period.
Man-on-man, pin and contain.
All right, 2-on-2. Kozarev and Glover gives it back for Rose. Backhander just goes wide. Clark keeps it alive for Birmingham. Now Brierly has it. Brierly takes the shot just inches wide of that far post. Played now by Alex Cohen. Curls in front of his own net, and Macon clears. Brierly gets away from Cohen. He'll skate it in to the Macon zone. Birmingham putting the pressure on. Brierly puts the brakes on. Backhands a pass over for Glover. Tried to set it up for Donahue. Couldn't do it. And Macon will clear. That puck was hit by a high stick until Macon touches up. Now we're clear as Adam Ebby plays it behind his net.
Interesting. Macon will give up shots to finish those big hits, Jody.
Well, it's paid off so far, but that's playing with fire as well.
It is.
Adam Ebby will skate in front of his own net and start the play. Long pass ahead, connects. That's Contessa. He's played nicely by Brierly, but gets the shot off, stick the side by Atherton, and Fia tips it ahead for Masson. Masson ahead, pace trying to catch up. Masson in front, steered aside by Boston. Now played back into center ice. Vance will have to go get it. Birmingham's Fia ahead for Wiesner. Wiesner has Masson there, brings the puck in. Wiesner backhands one, hit by Winslow, never made it through. And now Macrones has it, he'll skate away. Kolatarsi on him. Derek Macrones behind the net, played by Kolatarsi. Nice quick pass out, and here comes Sinclair, has Wiesner with him. Tries to get around Sasha Roy, couldn't do it. Sasha Roy stood him up, and Wiesner will just bank it off the boards around far side. Now he's hit by Brett Macrones. That's Walker with the puck. Walker goes down on a knee. Macrones takes it away, and Macon clears again. Frustration beginning to set in on the Bulls, and that's an offside easily. As Walker and Nippert having a discussion, Walker was in the zone ahead of the play, which is the offside resulted from. Nippert and Walker having discussion. You know David Nippert. Does Walker want any part of that?
Yeah, Walker better be careful there, Jody.
That's what I thought.
Because, you know, the cool thing about David Nippert there is, you know what? He's not going after he's not going after Rose like Sasha Roy giving Rose the business there after the whistle. That's got to be answered. Nippert, he's going after somebody he doesn't know. You know, former Bull, still loves the jersey, but you saw him going after Walker. Walker sees a guy, 5'9", 5'10" in stature, thinking, hey, I might have a shot at this guy. Be careful there, Walker, because he'll give you a shot and more.
Face off just outside the Macon blue line. Glover and Billy Jerry off the draw, sent right in behind the net where it's played by Winslow. He drops it back for Ebby. Almost lost the puck, sent it out in front, give away, in front, save made, rebound again. It's there loose, picked up by Macon's Goldowski, and he clears. You got to be kidding me. Moses would have stopped.
Unbelievable. Exact same play that happened when Macon got their goal. The Bulls just had the same opportunity.
Kozarev brings it right back in, drops it back, slap shot, save made, and Boston is in the zone, Greg.
How long was that net wide open, Jody? At least a full 2 seconds.
At least.
Wow. And then just dove back across, old school.
The puck hit him, let's be honest.
Reverse two-pad stack, but it's about the effort,
Oh, it's
Jody.
great save, great save.
It's the effort, athleticism.
Keeping the puck out of your net at all costs.
Hey, Bulls, keep shooting the puck. We're getting somewhere.
All right, face off in the Macon zone, control. Now it's Donahue. He's hit on the play by Severson, who's served his penalty for fighting. Fia sends a slap shot. Really didn't get all of it, didn't get a good piece of it. Masson with a slap shot. That one goes wide as well. And Goldowski tries to clear. Masson keeps it in for the moment, but it does escape the zone. Birmingham will have to clear.
That's it. Like that effort there by Masson.
Under 5 minutes to go, second period. Macon holding on to that 1-0 lead. Now that puck's in all the way down the length of the ice. No icing as Jerry gets there. First centering pass past Goldowski. He was all alone, just not connecting with him. Brierly will bring it into the Macon zone. Watched by Tanner Nagel. Nowhere to go with the puck, so he'll skate behind the net. They are taking it away. McTavish fanned on the shot, and Macon clears back into the Birmingham zone. Vance ahead for Wiesner. He's hit from behind by Nippert. No call. Okay. Far side Nippert has it. He's taken away by Wiesner. Now Severson pokes it away and cleared by Macon. McChesney had it lost. He just lost the puck. McTavish will bring it right back in. Has Sinclair with him. And Wiesner takes the shot blocked in front. Didn't get through to Boston. Now Vance takes the shot. Tried to bank one off those live boards. It didn't work this time. Rose had it for a moment. Nagel spins him around. Now Carson Vance takes a slap shot well wide of the net. Rebound comes all the way near side. Glover lost it. And Nagel will tip it back for Severson. Severson had it taken away in front. Kozarev, the defense. And an unbelievable defensive play by Cohen. He blocked the shot. Kozarev had it, but it never made it through. Now in front, Kozarev again tries. Score! Hard work, effort, not giving up, putting the puck on the net, going to the net. That's what it takes, and that's what Nikita Kozarev just did.
And you talk about the effort that the Bulls had to fight through there, Jody, taking punishment every time they touched the puck. And Kozarev finally found one, laying in the slot, gets cross-checked from behind, still has a wherewithal to bury it on Bostad.
Kozarev's 18th goal of the year. And in my opinion, he should be shooting a lot more, but he does lead the league in assists, Greg.
Hey, he's had back-to-back shots on that shift, Jody.
All right, we'll get the call in a minute. We're back to action. Puck sent into the Bull zone. Matt Clark, who's had a pretty good game, sends it back into center ice. Winslow tips it for Picard, who gives it up to Sasha Roy, and he'll send it into the Birmingham zone. Clark intercepts. Romeo behind his own net for Clark. Here's the call.
Score by number 7, Nikita Kozarev, his 18th goal of the season. The assist, number 15, Carson Rose. And number 19, Drake Glover. And first Bulls goal.
All right, the shot went on goal. We're going to have a penalty. This one's going to be on Macon as Birmingham's got a player down. Of course, that's Sasha Roy, as I said, easily leading the league in penalty minutes. 213. Nick Fia is slowly getting back to his skates. Greg, I didn't see what happened. Did you?
Well, it was one of those ones where the play was over, Jody, and Fia was just cutting to the left side of the net, and Roy just came over to give him a shot and got a stick up underneath and just caught him up high. And, you know, Fia goes down, but, you know, that is not a good penalty by Roy, especially in this situation where, like we said, Macon has been playing a heck of a game. They've been physical. They've been getting the job done, coming in, executing their game plan, but they haven't been stupid. And that's the first taste of stupid tonight.
Well, you know, Sasha Roy, I get on him just because I can. He hasn't played a bad game. I think he's had one dirty hit. That was behind the Birmingham net on Glover. Nothing was called. Okay, it wasn't an elbow, but it was a forearm to the head. But that right there, that didn't save a goal. That penalty did not stop a scoring chance, and that, to me, is why it's stupid.
It was after the whistle, you know?
You can't do that. As you said, they played an excellent game so far.
Well, they down low, especially behind the goal line. High stick.
High stick on Sasha Roy. I want to keep calling him Wah, like Patrick.
Wah.
I can do that from time to time. I have Maynard Craig McTavish and Butch Goring and God knows who else. Mark Donahue. Birmingham off the draw on the power play, their first of the night. Ryan Romeo has it. Sets it up for Rose. Kozarev. Birmingham's got the puck, but it's on the perimeter. Romeo faked that slap shot, sends it far side for Rose. Rose takes the shot well wide and high, comes all the way back to the blue line. Romeo has it. Sends one in front, looking for a deflection, never coming. Kozarev, he'll take the puck and send it back out for Romeo. Rose gives it up for Kozarev. Kozarev thought about it, backhands one low for Glover. He gives it back to Kozarev. Birmingham having a little trouble setting this up.
Well, you can see Macon in the diamond here.
They tried to feed it in front for McTavish, blocked away by Adam Ebby. But Bulls have control in the puck in the Macon zone. That's Romeo with it for Kozarev. Down low, Glover. Deflected away from Romeo. Look out, Goldowski's on his way. Breakaway shorthanded, Jay Goldowski.
Over the net.
The red light is not on. Did the puck go out of play?
Yeah. He didn't even hit the net. He just shot it up and creamed off the glass.
The way he raised his stick, I thought it was in, and the red light wasn't on. So that one, a breakaway, shorthanded for nothing. Jay Goldowski, and I need my eyes checked.
Well, Goldowski, freight train coming through the neutral zone.
Romeo lost his footing, though.
But you talk about a gift. Came down, and obviously the guys on your PK, Jody, aren't usually your most gifted goal scorers, and we just witnessed that there.
Yeah, Jay Goldowski has had 10 goals, 21 assists. He's not a kid. I mean, he can score, he can shoot, he can score, he can play hockey, but that was just a wild miss. I'm sorry I missed it. I need to watch the hockey game I'm describing. Carson Vance with the puck. Birmingham down to 40 seconds on the power play. Ahead to Brierly. He avoids the hit by Severson. Severson got a stick in the face. No call. I don't know where the stick came from. Fia will bring it in to the Macon zone. We're down to 30 seconds to go on the power play. Brierly can't hold it in. The puck comes back into center ice. Played there by Carson Vance. Down to 20 seconds to go in the Birmingham power play. Brierly gets away from Severson. Lost his skates. Down he goes on the play. Loose puck along the boards. Played by Cohen around the far side. Severson has it. We're down to 5 seconds in the Bulls power play. Fia with the puck. Back for Vance. Near side Brierly. We're back at full and even strength. There's a shot taken. Blocked by Cohen. Sacrificed his body for that. Brierly sends it far side for Vance. He sends one in deflected high and wide. Played behind the net. Sasha Roy giving Fia the business. The same one he got called for the penalty on. Behind the net is played by Nagel. Now Severson comes in. Fia will pick the loose puck up for Birmingham. Vance has it. Gives it up for Clark. Vance has been out there a while. Takes the shot. Save Mater. That one was blocked in front. And it's iced the length of the ice. And as Clark touches up, Macon will not be able to put replacements on the ice. But Birmingham missing a chance there on the power play.
And Jody, that I don't know why, but it makes me nervous when Stewie's not in the net and they get those long dumps like that. Like either it's not coming out and, you know, I just don't feel comfortable in the puck handling and the decisions that are making. And I'm looking for that blow guy, you call it, that comes back and jumps because they wait. And if he gets to that puck first, it's a breakaway. 10
seconds to go in the second period. Face-off controlled by Birmingham. Need to shoot the puck. You don't have much time. Played behind the net. Clark should have shot the puck. He's just maybe not aware of the time. And that's going to do it for the second period of play.
Look out.
Now behind the net of Boston. I think we'll be okay here, but there is Wiesner there. 34-15 shots on goal in favor of Birmingham, but the story of the game is Jack Boston.
Wow. He is having a heck of a game tonight, Jody, and that's the thing. 34-15 shots on goal right now for Birmingham, and what I like about it is that goal sparked the Bulls, and they're competing now. They've got some life, but Macon not backing down, to say the least.
I'm impressed with this Macon team. Of course, as I said, they always play Birmingham tough. They've won 5 games in this building. Birmingham has won 5 games against Macon in this building. Nobody should have expected, just because they're in 10th place in the league, for them to come out and lay down. And they haven't. They've done the exact opposite of that. They punched Birmingham right in the face and said, let's go. Okay, that'll do it. I need to go to the little boys' room that I missed in the first period. At the end of 2 periods of play, Birmingham won, Macon won. Jody Chernesky along with Greg Drebany from the Pelham Civic Complex, and you're listening and watching Birmingham Bulls hockey. Okay, folks, Jody Chernesky along with Greg Dreveny back at the Pelham Civic Complex at the end of 2 periods of play. We're tied at 1-1. Greg, give us some updates around the league. There's some important games going on tonight for the, at least for the playoff seedings are concerned.
Yeah, a lot of interesting games going on tonight. You had Roanoke and Fayetteville, and Roanoke was currently sitting 3rd, and Fayetteville was 4th. And Roanoke handled them in an 8-5 game. So big high-scoring game there, interestingly enough. And Roanoke holds on to 3rd place, and with Fayetteville being in 4th, opens up their gap to 68 points, where Fayetteville will sit at 64. So 4 points, pretty big difference right now as we come down to the final 3 games here. And then Huntsville and Knoxville, you know, no shocker there. Huntsville up 5-2. You know, about 5 minutes left in the 3rd period. So that will put Huntsville up to 61. And now all of a sudden, depending on how Quad City fares with Peoria tonight, Huntsville is pushing for that 5 spot. So a lot of movement here. Macon and Birmingham, obviously we're tied at 1, going into the 3rd. Evansville and Pensacola, that's another interesting game.
That one's big for us.
Where Pensacola sits at 7. Evansville at 8. Pensacola has 51 points. Evansville 47, and that's tied 1-1 after 2 going into the 3rd period. And the other big one that we're always watching is Peoria, and they're 2-1 over Quad City at the end of the 2nd.
All right, that right there bothers me. This becomes a must-win game for Birmingham because we need 6 points to secure first place overall. And that means 3 wins out of the next. We only have 4 games remaining. This is a huge period for Birmingham. What do we need to do to break this brick wall, Patrick Law lookalike in Jack Bosford?
Well, for the Bulls, what I liked about them, you know, in the first period, it kind of looked like they kind of had that attitude of, hey, you know what, we're going to come out here, we're going to have our way, we've got enough speed, we've got enough skill, we can just score at will. And when that didn't happen, it kind of caught the Bulls off guard a little bit. But you saw in the 2nd period, Macon kept doing what they were doing. They kept up with their physical game, a little bit slower, but still finished every hit, and that takes energy off the bar there for the Bulls. But in the middle of the 2nd period, the Bulls started playing with that Bulls passion. They battled back. They fought through it. They paid the price, scored a goal. They got paid off there. And now they need to keep battling hard here and get another one.
All right, big 20 minutes of play, no doubt. We're underway. Loose puck at center ice. Donahue will backhand one in, steered aside by Boston for Ebby. Masson on him. Chipped up front, kept alive by Birmingham. Masson has it in the corner. He'll try to get it to Nick Fia. Now Fia tries to play the puck. Billy Jerry will pick it up and skate away. Through center ice, slowly gives it up to Tanner Nagel. He'll bring it in, taken away by Masson, and he'll backhand one out to center ice. They already look a little slower, Greg.
Well, you had a great way of putting it, Jody. Lumbering was the word of the year so far.
Now, back into the Bull zone. Jerry behind the net, played by Kolatarsi. The puck bounces right in front, played by Atherton instead of freezing it. Birmingham clears. I believe the referee had a lot to do with that. He didn't blow the whistle. So Atherton played it with his glove. Now, puck along the far side. Sasha Roy and Sinclair bang into each other. Puck comes back into the Bull zone, and icing is called on Macon.
Hey, you might have a hot date waiting for him over at the fair across the way, Jody. I don't know.
It's been a very fast hockey game. I have no idea what time it is, but I do know we've only had 2 coincidental minors called, or excuse me, 2 coincidental fighting majors, and 1 minor apiece for each team, and the rest of it's just been up and down into an action.
Yep, not many icings. You know, the goalie's playing it a fair bit, and, you know, I think that's how Macon wants to do it.
It's been fun hockey. I'll say that. Off the draw, McGregor Sinclair cross-checked, to be honest with you. Cohen, he goes down. I cannot believe they didn't call that, Greg. Romeo sends one deflected by Wiesner wide. Now LaPlante plays it. It bounces into the air, and Cohen back to his feet, plays it to the blue line. Birmingham keeps it alive, though. Behind the net, Sasha Roy with the puck. Gets it ahead. That's LaPlante near side for Cohen. kicked away from him by Glover, and it comes back into the Macon zone. How do you not call that, Greg?
Well, I don't think the ref saw it with the guys double stacked on the hash marks.
Cohen will bring the puck in the Bull zone. Glover hits him. Puck comes free. Rose tried a backhander, and nifty one to Rose, or to Kozarev, that is, and he couldn't control it. Played back into the Bull zone for Clark. Glover, far side for Rose. Banks went out the boards for Kozarev. McCrone's back defensively, so he pokes it away, and the puck is sent into the crowd and out of play. You know, the only thing that bothers me about missed calls like that, Greg, is that's when players start taking matters into their own hands if the referee doesn't, and then you lose control of a game.
Well, and you saw that afterwards, and, you know, to be honest with you, Jody, I think that Cohen thought it was Wiesner on the draw, and he kept going after Wiesner and kept cross-checking him, but it wasn't Wiesner.
Off the draw, puck loose underneath the McCrones. Still loose, kicked alive. That's Kozarev, curls out in front, poked away from him, and he just couldn't get the shot off. Played back into the Macon zone. Gets past Boston. Birmingham can't keep it in. The puck comes all the way back into their own zone where Brierly has it. He sets it up center ice for Rose. Rose tips it ahead. Now they'll rule Masson was offside, and I have to, you know, it's an offside. It's called. You can't do anything about it now. But sometimes you just have to be in position to make those calls. You have to be in better position to make those calls.
The thing about that, Jody, is if Fia handles that puck at all, it might have been offside. But for that little one-touch dish, and he didn't handle the puck at all, just directed it to Masson, that was a heck of a play.
Off the draw, Severson sends it ahead to Jerry, and he tips it to center ice. Nice play there by Donahue, keeps it away from Goldowski. Donahue gives it up to Masson, backhander, almost beat Boston. What a shot by Masson.
Off the post.
Now Tarsi sends it to Vance, back behind the net. Played by Masson. Goldowski intercepts. He'll tip it back for Severson. 17 minutes to go, third period. Score tied at 1. We've had a post by Birmingham and a post by Macon. Now Jerry brings it into Bull zone. Kolatarsi keeps him from cutting around him. He does keep control of the puck, though. Jerry takes the shot off the glove of Atherton. Played near side by Fia. Behind the net for Kolatarsi, who wraps one around the board. It gets past Severson. No icing. They really could have played it, and it's played by Boston. Alex Severson with the puck far boards. Banks one back into center ice into the Bull zone. Clark will get there first before McChesney, and Clark gets away from him. Clark's had a strong game so far. That may be famous last words. Puck played along the near boards there. Kicked free by LaPlante. Sinclair takes it away from him, drops it. Now a big hit from behind there by Cohen on Walker. Played by Clark, far side for Romeo, taken away by McChesney. McChesney sends one through the slot off the stick of LaPlante. And Clark plays him. Sinclair sends the puck far side for Romeo, and Birmingham will try and clear. Through center ice, puck knocked in the air, back into the Macon zone. They'll clear it themselves. McChesney will curl and skate away. Michael McChesney can't get around Glover. Nice play, but it's taken away from him by Ebby. Takes the shot, glove save made by Atherton, and he doesn't like what he sees with McChesney cruising in front, so he'll hold it for a faceoff.
No, that's the right play there, especially you're almost a quarter of the way through the third period. You're still in a 1-1 game. The nonsense of playing the puck, you got to put that to bed and hold the puck, set it up. Let your guys get back, settle in, have a face-off here, and then break out as a unit.
Face-off to the left of Drennan Atherton. McCrones and Glover. No one really wins it clearly, but it comes back for Nippert at the point. He sends one in looking for a deflection from Contessa. It didn't happen. Puck played along the far boards by Kozarev, taken away from him. There's a shot taken by McCrones, Brett McCrones that is, and save made by Atherton. We'll do it again.
This is one of those ones, Jody, where the deeper you go here in the third period, it's like every shot that Macon gets, especially looking at the scoreboard and that kind of stuff, and how important these 2 points are for the Bulls.
It's huge.
Absolutely.
Remember, we had to go, whoa, there's a shot right off the draw. Atherton had a little trouble with it, but he was in position, and the puck actually found him, and he covered it. We'll do it again. We got 2 games next weekend in Evansville, and you and I both know how that team's playing, just like this one is tonight. Except they've got offense. Off the draw, Birmingham's pace banks one off the board. Severson tried to keep it in. He does for the moment, but they'll rule it offside as it did escape the zone and was sent right back in.
But you know what, Jody? These games against Macon, if they continue to go like they are right now, this is a good warm-up for Evansville.
Sure it is. But these 2 points are the most important thing in the season right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we have 15 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in this third period to get those 2 points. Face off outside of the Bulls' blue line. No one cleanly wins it, but controlled by Macon as Winslow has it. He'll send it in on Atherton, who gloves it and drops it for Pace. Pace plays it around those boards, absorbs a hit, coughs the puck up. Sasha Roy sends it to the near corner. Played there by Tanner Nagel. He loses it. Deflected, no icing. It comes back into the Macon zone. Thea comes into the boards with Roy. Roy goes down but comes away with the puck. Sasha Roy gingerly slides one up for Winslow. Poked away from him. Loose puck picked up there by the Bulls, and Donahue skates away. 2 men back for Macon. They always seem to be in defensive position. Adam Abbey gets the puck away from Donahue. Now he holds his stick. Donahue can't get clear to get the puck. Is that still a penalty in this league?
Not tonight.
Played by the Bulls in their own zone. Carson Vance has it. Tips it ahead. Played there by Winslow. Sinclair called down by Winslow. Penalty coming up finally on the play. He got around Dan Winslow. As Sinclair, it really wasn't a scoring opportunity, though, Greg. It was in the corner, but Winslow hauls him down.
Well, one of those things where Winslow took a little bump there, got caught up in the boards, and was going down, and, I mean, stick swinging everywhere down low and, you know, pulled the feet right out from under him. So, really odd spot to take a penalty at.
Yeah.
Definitely not one you want to take. So, we'll see what the Bulls can do here on their power play.
Well, the last time they took a stupid penalty, it didn't cost them, except 2 minutes of penalty kill time and the extra energy they had to expend. Birmingham's power play, third in the league. They've scored 38 power play goals, 23% success rate. Penalty kill for Macon, 8th in the league. They've given up 37 power play goals, scored 3 shorthanded goals. They almost did one, had a shorthanded goal tonight.
See, this is one, Jody, where in the Bulls, especially during this media timeout, you got to be loading up the barrels and, you know, putting the mortar and all the good stuff in there and bringing them out and just pull the trigger here every time you can on this power play.
Real quickly, I had a chance to meet Wayne and Shauna Ellison. They're the mother of Jenna Ellison, who is Troy McTavish's girlfriend, who are in town from Vancouver. And he seems to like it down here. I talked to Wayne himself, and he wanted to come by and meet us both. So I appreciate that. Anytime family's in town, we like to meet the family. So thank you very much. And hello to anybody listening back in Vancouver. Off the draw, Birmingham on the power play. Rose down low, McTavish far side. Kozarev one-timer, score! That one was a weird one, Greg. Romeo tried the one-hander. The puck bounced really off the heel of his stick. Went right to McTavish, who buried it quickly, and Birmingham takes a 2-1 lead.
But you know what? When you go out there with the mentality of shoot first, Jody,
yes,
direct pucks towards the net, and good things will happen. That was evidence there. The Bulls worked it around low, up to Romeo, kind of whiffed on it, but you know what? Still directed towards the net. McTavish was right there and just banged it home.
McTavish, his 13th goal of the year. And remember the last time we saw McTavish in this building, he was throwing his body around like nobody's business. Sometimes the play in the body can really elevate your play. Here's the call of the goal.
Troy McTavish, his 13th goal of the season. The assist, number 7, Nikita Kozarev, and number 9, Ryan Romeo.
So Romeo and Kozarev on the assist. Another assist for Kozarev, leader of the league. Played off the boards into center ice. Matt Clark has it. Look out, it's taken away by McChesney. McChesney walks in, save made by Atherton. McChesney had a chance, but Atherton answered the call. Remember that save. Clark ahead to center ice. No icing. Donahue will curl off. Birmingham on the line change. 13:30 to go. Third period. Bulls 2, Macon 1. Adam Eby out from behind his own net. Ahead for LaPlante. LaPlante loses it. Poked free by Fia, who gets the puck. Fia tried to set it up for Walker, gets past everyone, and LaPlante has it now in his own zone. A dangerous play right through the legs of Walker. And the loose puck back through center ice. The Bulls have it. Back into the Macon zone. Roy loses the puck. There's picked up. Shot by Sinclair. Save is made. The puck is loose. Now Roy gives a two-hander. Far side. Keep your cool and you may get a penalty out of this. Roy's trying to get him to draw in and trying to sucker him in. But I saw a two-hander by Sasha Roy. And now the sticks are up and the face washing is going on. This one's going to get interesting.
Good job there by Weezer. Kind of came around back and was climbing up the back of Roy just to keep him away. But that's what it takes, Jody. You got to stand up to that stuff. So,
well, if you don't, you're going to get it worse. It's going to be much more abuse than you can ever imagine. And we've seen that kind of abuse before in this building.
And the Bulls didn't do anything wrong there. I mean, the puck was clearly open.
Oh, now Sinclair and Roy pushing and shoving right in the goal crease. They'll skate away from each other, but I'm telling you, somebody's going to stand up here, and I believe, and I've said all along, we're going to see more of Sasha Roy before this is over with.
Well, and it's one of those things, Jody, and even that second goal by the Bulls, you can tell that Macon's game plan, they've kind of hit the wall with that, and it's starting to look a little bit more discombobulated like it was kind of in the first 5 minutes of the first period. They're kind of running around. Things aren't as tight as it's been for, the better part of 2.5 periods here, but the Bulls take advantage of this. They can get another one and then look out because the wheels are going to come off this wagon in a hurry.
McCrones and Sinclair on the draw. One by Sinclair. Played into the Macon zone. Watch out for Sinclair. He gave a two-hander there to McCrones as well right after the draw. Puck tied up behind the net of Boston. And I'm telling you, Greg, this has the look of somebody's going to go eventually. It's just a matter of time.
Hey. Macon has had a really clean game. They've been really physical.
Been really good.
But they have the guys on that team with the mentalities. They can flip the switch and say, you know what, we're done being nice guys, and then you got to watch out.
Face off in the Mayhem zone. Brett McCrone's on the draw opposite Sinclair. Keep an eye on Sinclair. Watch what he does after the drop of the puck.
Yep.
Sinclair gives another two-hander. No, I think he's figured out, as everybody else, the calls are not going to come. Now a nice play at far side by Pace, stood his man up. That was Derek McCrone, played behind the net by Brierly. Played far side. Pace hit the stick. Derek McCrone's, and it's played now by his brother Brett. Picard lost the puck to Glover. He gets around Winslow. Glover in the corner. Tried a centering pass for Rose. Glover takes some punishment in the corner. No shot by Birmingham. Now Glover behind the net. Gets away from Severson. Centers a backhander. No one there. Birmingham does keep control, though. There's Rose with a shot save made. He didn't see that one. Boston does make the save, though. Kozarev drops it down low for Glover. Back at the point, Romeo. Back for Glover. Glover takes the shot. Deflected just wide. And that was deflected by Boston almost in his own net. Played in the corner. Birmingham gaining control and keeping the pressure on. Now Winslow will just try and clear. Played by McCrone's ahead to his brother Derek, and they do clear. Now Brett McCrone's brings it in the Bulls zone. A weak shot deflected by the Bulls defense, and Romeo will take it there. 11:39 to go. Third period. Bulls 2, Macon 1. Off the boards. Nice play defensively. Tried to set it up for Donahue. Goldowski intercepts, but offside is called on Macon.
And what the Bulls are doing here, Jody, especially down low, they've regained that control, and they've done it by being a lot more slippery. They're taking better angles to the puck. They know that those hits are coming straight in from behind, and the Macon D are going to make them pay the price, and they're jumping out of the way. They're moving the puck really quickly down there, and so far it's working out for them.
Birmingham gets control. Masson with the puck, can't get around to Ebby. And it's played far side by Winslow. He sends the puck. Fia with a shot, and it hit Nippert, and that hurt. Nippert went down like he was shot on the play in that right leg. He's still up playing, but he's hurting. Now it's taken by Ebby. He banks one off the glass into center ice. Slowly, Nippert's going to come across, and they'll blow the whistle. Nippert really took that one on the inside of the leg, it looked like.
Well, and for all the fans at home that don't understand how hockey equipment works, Jody, those pants that the players are wearing, they have a lot of protection in the front and in the outsides of both legs. But inside the legs, there isn't any protection whatsoever, and that's where that one caught Nippert as he was taking a stride right on that inside thigh, and I guarantee you he's going to have the words official because that's on the side of the puck on his thigh tonight.
Off the draw in the Macon zone. Played near side by Nippert behind the net. Wiesner intercepts. He banks one off the boards for Pace. Pace sends a shot. Blocker save. Boston didn't see it. And the puck comes into the near corner, and Macon will clear. Whistle blows with 10:46 to go here in the third period. Boston beginning to look a little more normal, Greg. Does that make sense?
Well, it does, but the Bulls have also changed up their shot selection because now they're moving the puck quick and shooting it quick. They're not being quite as fancy and taking their time trying to set up the perfect play.
Cohen on the draw, opposite McTavish, controlled. That's Walker, gives it to McTavish, who'll bring it in, takes a shot, glove save by Boston, and we'll do it again.
I don't think he saw that one,
No,
Jody.
I think it found his glove.
I think he shot that one right in his glove. And, you know, one thing I will say, what I did like about that when the Bulls scored their second goal, Coach Simchuk and Coach Kerr, they didn't come back with PP1. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed.
They came back and they mixed it up. They loaded up their guns, shot it, and you know what? Great job there doing it because the first one was way too much perimeter.
Wiesner, Walker, and McTavish out with Pace and Brierly. Puck off the draw. Sasha Roy has it, slides it over far boards, and Macon will clear. That's Cohen, skates through center ice. Three Bulls back. Cohen tries to cut around Brierly, can't do it. Sends one through the slot all the way to the far boards, and Nippert sends it back to Roy. His shot never even made it close, and it's played along the near boards by McChesney. He can't keep it in. Brierly clears. McTavish sends it in. Birmingham will change. 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Bulls up by one. McChesney sets it up. Far side. Back into the Macon zone it's sent. Roy once again. A lot of ice time for Sasha Roy. He banks one off the glass. Went right to LaPlante, and he'll skate away. Nice play there by Romeo. Pokes it away from him. LaPlante goes back first into the boards. Kept alive. Winslow with a shot save made by Atherton. Rebound. LaPlante couldn't get it through. Behind the net, Contessa has it. Derek Contessa. Tried a backhander with a nice play by Clark to keep it away. Now Rose tries to get it away from Contessa. Rose skates away, poked away from him by LaPlante, and Macon has control. Back into the Bull zone. Brett McCrone's for Contessa. Can't get around Clark. Another nice play by Matt Clark. Played for. In front, Derek McCrone's shot steered aside by Atherton. Now Matt Clark has it, slides it behind the net calmly to Romeo, and his shot, or clearing pass, almost went to the wrong person. Now back comes Fia, gets around two men, Fia walks in, shot it wide. Oh my goodness. Two men he undressed and shot it wide. Played off the boards, Masson was there, but covered up by Boston. Greg, how does Nick Fia not score on that?
Well, it's one of those things, Jody, where you come in, you make so many moves, like that just took too much magic out of the jar right there to get through those two guys, and he just didn't have enough to finish it off.
Oh, my goodness, what a move.
Unbelievable. Stick handling in a phone booth. Looked like Superman coming down.
It's one thing to get around a defenseman. It's another thing to go through him, but he went around and through too.
Oh, the thing about it was not just getting through it, but avoiding those hits because both those guys were looking to lay him out. And like I said, that kid is slippery.
Well, he spent some time in the East Coast Hockey League this year, and he hasn't been back for a long amount of time. Fia, 2 goals, 5 assists on the year, but more importantly to me, +7. Good things happen when you're on the ice and keep the puck out of your own net.
Well, and you got to watch these Macon defenders, Jody, and if you notice, when Nippert was laying on top of McTavish down here, did you see what he did? He laid on him. Very smart, wily veteran play. Laid on him, laid on him, laid on him. Let the play get up the ice, and then immediately jumped up and jumped into the play, leaving McTavish on the ice, creating that odd man opportunity. And Nippert being one of those D/forward guys, look for more of that stuff.
Face-off in the Macon zone. controlled by the Bulls. Kolatarsi with a shot blocked in front by Nippard. Loose puck picked up by Fia. He can't get away from Severson. He'll send it around the far boards. Kolatarsi has it. Banks went off the boards for Donahue. Tried to get it to Fia, couldn't do it. Nippard intercept. Now Severson. Banks went off the boards for Goldowski, who will clear, and Jerry skates away. Billy Jerry into the near far corner, picked up by Vance. Backhands one for Kolatarsi, and Birmingham will try and clear it out. They can't do it. Nippard, a lot of ice time, keeping it alive. His pass intercepted by Vance. 3-on-2 Birmingham if they hurry. Donahue with the puck. Sends a shot, goes high and wide. Donahue has his own rebound in the far corner. Hit by Severson. That looked odd going down. Now wrap around by Masson. Save made by Boston. And Macon clears. There's Goldowski. Has one man back. That's Taylor Brierly. He curls away from him. Didn't like what he saw. Brierly with a nice play. Keeps the shot away. Played into the corner for Billy Jerry. Now he's hit there by Jonathan Pace. Around the near side, it's played by LaPlante. Wiesner takes it and just backhands it to center ice. He went down weird on that, Greg.
Yeah, he did. Came in, caught his heels in the ice, and back first. That's always dangerous.
Now it's played behind the net. That's Adam Ebby and LaPlante along with Pace and Wiesner. They'll try and dig it free. 7.5 to go. Third period, Bulls up by 1. Still tied up behind Drennan Atherton. They'll make them play it. I have seen them blow it dead in that situation, but it looks like the referee's not even looking at them.
Oh, no.
Now it comes free, sent around behind the net, near side or on the boards. Cohen pitching in, keeps it alive. No quit in Macon. Macon sends it behind the net. Brierly has it, and Birmingham will try and clear. Now big hit by Roy on Sinclair. He goes down, but the Bulls do clear. And icing will be called on Birmingham.
Every time, Jody, those Macon D are coming hard off that blue line, just relentless. And, you know, the Bulls wingers, you got to do one of two things. Either the wingers, they have to come down lower. You call it low and slow into the quiet area down there about where the hash marks is. You have to bring it down there, make a direct pass to them so they have more time and avoid that guy. But if the wingers play high like that, those guys are going to come down all night on them and just punish them. They
do get back defensively too, Greg. We haven't had many odd man rushes going the other way when they're doing that in the offensive zone. Taylor Brierly skates the length of the ice, brings it in, takes the shot wide. Kozarev had it, sends it far side. They'll come off for a line change, and it's played into center ice by Macon. 6.5 to go. Bulls up by 1. Rose couldn't get away from Contessa, but the puck bounces right to Birmingham, and back comes Drake Glover into the Macon zone. Drops it for Kozarev, who gives it to Clark. Clark walks in. Blocker save made by Boston. Back at the point, Clark keeps it alive. Clark, far side, is played for Romeo. Banks went around the boards. Glover has it. Drake Glover looks for somewhere to go. He's watched by 2 defensemen. At the blue line, he just has to tip it deep as McCrone's hit him. Birmingham will change lines. Sasha Roy with the puck. He just lifts one high into center ice, gloved by Romeo, who backhands it over for Kolatarsi, and he sends it ahead. Nick Fia with the puck. Gets away from Winslow. Fia with a shot, save made. Boston, and he holds on. Fia goes in after the puck. And they'll just grab him to keep him away from Boston. Face-off will come up in the Macon zone with 5:46 to go here in the third period.
Tell you one thing, Jody, I'm really impressed with Macon's D, considering that Nippert is a converted forward.
Yep.
And from what I can tell, they've been predominantly just running 4. You know, Severson, Waugh, and Nippert, and whoever the fourth one is, but I haven't seen the 5 and 6 guys out there very much.
I'm impressed with how they're able to put pressure on in the offensive zone, yet get back defensively. Off the draw, Winslow has it for Adam Ebby. Ebby's had a lot of ice time as well defensively. Taken away by Nick Fia, though. Fia drops it back for Masson. Masson stops, sends it back at the blue line. That's Vance. Behind the net, Donahue is there, tips it to Fia. Around for Kolatarsi. It gets away from him and out of the zone. Birmingham will have to vacate.
Hey, nothing wrong with having a little faux pas there, but as long as you have the wherewithal to get back in there correct and get that puck deep.
Behind his own net, Adam Ebby still with the puck. He just sends one as far as he can as it get past everyone into the Bull zone. No icing as it was touched far side, and Carson Vance has the puck for Birmingham. 5 minutes to go, third period. Kolatarsi sends one in around the board. Funny bounce in front. That was Sinclair. He just missed the shot, Greg. He had it in the slot right between the two faceoff dots, and he just couldn't connect.
Well, as crazy as that bounce was coming off the glass behind the net, Jody, that looked just as crazy coming off of his stick.
Yeah.
And knuckleball in both directions. And you got to be careful on those, because those are the ones that get up in the air over your glove and then they careen back down and just find the back of the net.
If he connects on that shot, though, chances are it's going in or another great save one. He's had enough of them tonight, though.
They're getting opportunities, but you see what happens. Get the puck deep.
Yep.
Make something happen. And even Kolatarsi over there on the blue line 2 or 3 times tonight. He had Mason on the close post there, and then coming back, Thea had an opportunity too, but he's just getting the puck there, and there's so much traffic in the shooting lane. He's just banking it down there off the encore sign, and the puck is coming straight off to that close post. So
they know the Birmingham Bulls know these boards well.
I guarantee you they work on that in practice.
4:52 showing on the clock. Our last media timeout of the game. Bulls up by 1, out shooting Macon 49-22, yet only 2 times have they beat the rookie Jack Bostic.
Not what I expected.
No, not at all. Face-off controlled by the Bulls. That's Taylor Barley with the puck. Banks going to get off the boards right there at the crease. They just couldn't get it past Boston. Now Barley slides it across. There's a shot by Clark, deflected high. Played by the Bulls, kept alive. That's Sinclair with a shot. Almost fooled Boston. Sinclair centering past Wiesner. His shot hits Severson, and back comes Nippert. Nippert sends it across. That's Cohen. Takes the shot. Save made by Atherton. Loose puck behind the net. Played by Birmingham's Wiesner. Curls away from McChesney, and he'll drop it to Brierly. Birmingham sends it up to Walker, and here we go. Walker will come off for a line change. He backhands one in. Ebby will have it. Macon's going to throw everything they have at Birmingham the last 4 minutes of this game, I assure you. Now LaPlante had it bounce off his stick. Rose has it. LaPlante takes it right back away from Carson Rose. You don't see that often. Alex LaPlante brings it in. Glove save made by Atherton. He made it look easy, but I'm not sure it was. You knew. You would know.
You see how quick those blue line turnovers end up on shots against you, Jody. And I know Rose is coming down. He's shifty, trying to go through his feet, come back out the other side. Sometimes it works, but that's not the look you want to have 3 games coming into the playoffs. You want to just take that puck, put it deep. You know what I mean? You're up a goal. You don't want to take any chances here.
Puck loose in the Bull zone, played far side by Ebby. Birmingham can't clear, kept alive. That's Contessa. Gets away from one man, goes down. Puck played in the corner behind the net, and Clark will chase it up for Birmingham. He banks one to center ice. Rose is there. Rose sends one in deep, played by Boston behind his own net. He leaves it for his defense. 3.5 to go here in the third period. We're watching the clock, folks. I assure you I want these 2 points. Vance. This one's going to be an icing call as he sent it down from inside his own blue line, so a faceoff comes back into the Birmingham zone with 3:12 to go here in the third period of play. Birmingham up 2-1.
So, Jody, as we're looking around at what else is going around, March 29th, home forfeit. Huntsville 1-0. I wonder what happened there.
There was a forfeit in the league tonight?
Home forfeit, 1-0. Didn't I say the score earlier?
I thought you had a different.
Huntsville was, I wonder what, maybe they had a brawl.
Oh, boy. It'd be interesting to find out what happened. I'll watch it on Hockey TV. Nippert with the puck. Near face-off circle. Sends a shot deflected by Nagel. Save made. Nagel goes down. Played by the Bulls behind their own net. Vance. He had it taken away by Winslow. Winslow drops it back for Jerry. Now a man down in front. That's Nagel. Kolatarsi on him. There's no call. There's a shot deflected just past Atherton. Goldowski goes in hard.
Kolatarsi got away with one there, Jody, and he knew it.
Now Masson picks the puck up, Nippert back, poked away from him. Winslow takes it, and he'll send it ahead. Center ice, puck loose, picked up by Nick Fia for Donahue. Brings it in. Donahue's going to take a shot. Save made by Boston again. Wow. Billy Jerry now through center ice. No one to help him, so he just holds on to the puck as long as he can. Brierly takes it away. It's underneath the referee's skates. Brierly finally finds it and sends it in. We're down to 2 minutes to go here. We'll keep an eye on Boston to see when he comes out. Now LaPlante gets past Romeo behind the net. Played by Clark for Romeo. He banks it off the boards, and Sinclair has it. And that's Walker with him. Roy takes it away. Sinclair intercepts, though. Sinclair out in front just past Wiesner. Clark has it. He'll skate in that face-off circle in front, looking for Walker in a deflection, and it got past him. We're down to 1:40 to go. Puck paid by Sinclair for Walker at the blue line. It gets past him into center ice. Birmingham will have to vacate the zone. Clark has it. Off the stick of McChesney. Kozarev picks the loose puck up, drops it back on his defense. Clark banks one up for Rose. Off of his stick, icing will be caught on the Bulls. And with 1:19 to go, Greg, do you pull your goaltender now or wait till you get control of a faceoff?
With the puck going in deep in the Bull zone, I'm going to pull him now and take my chances.
Yeah.
That extra guy, especially with as physical as they're playing and as tough as Macon is on the wall, I'd have him out of the net right now.
I have not seen any direction from the Macon bench given to Boston. He's looking over. They're going to call timeout and talk about it, Macon will, which makes sense with 1:19 to go.
Trying to call a timeout.
And they do make the call, timeout on Macon. Or Macon calls the timeout, that is. This is going to be interesting to see how they handle this. It looks like he's going to come off the ice, and like you said, they'll go back with 6 attackers on this draw. And Bostic comes off the ice. He's had one hell of a game.
Wow, that's a situation there where
53 shots on goal for Birmingham.
Oh yeah, well, and you can see, Jody, this at the last 10 minutes of this third period, this is what I expected the Bulls to do in the first period, because you can see it's quick pass shot. They're crashing the net. They're making things happen. They've had 5 or 6 opportunities, but like you said, Bosted, he's settled in, and now the kid's playing with some confidence, and he's making some big saves. So,
on top of that, as well as Boston, let's give credit to Drennan Atherton, too. He's faced some tough shots. He's kept Birmingham in the game when we weren't offensively and mentally into this game. He kept us alive.
Oh, absolutely. He's had some big saves in there, too, and, that's what you need going into the playoffs. You got to have a strong 1-2 combination, and Atherton hasn't seen the net a lot lately, so good for the Bulls to see him come in here and have a good outing.
Now Nagel pushing and shoving far side with, I believe that's Clark. Now the puck is dropped. 6 attackers on. Birmingham clears it nowhere near the open net. Kozarev giving chase. He's going to beat Nippert. He catches up with the puck first. Centering pass. Score! The speed of Nikita Kozarev and an empty net ensures this one's over with. I take that back. It gives the Bulls a 2-goal lead.
It does. Still 1 minute and 4 seconds here left in the third period. But that is exactly what I was talking about before, Jody, about those long dunks, because that seemed like a harmless play. The Bulls did just clearing the zone, but the puck got all the way down there. Kozarev came down, caught Nippert off guard a little bit, but you talk about all-out speed. That guy's got a 99, Kozarev, in NHL 24, baby.
Here's the call.
Carson Rose, his 28th goal of the season. The assist, number 7, Nikita Kozarev. And number 25, Jonathan Pace. Goal scored at 18.
All right. Boston is back in the net. Looks like they've called off the Dogs. We're down to under 1 minute to go, and Birmingham clears the zone. Severson gives it ahead for McCrones. He'll tip it ahead, tried to set it up to his brother. It's tipped away from him and cleared down the ice. Severson, you can see he's laboring as he was going back to touch up that puck. These guys from Macon, I'll give them credit. They've given everything they've had and more. They've left everything they've had on the ice. They're just out of gas at this point.
Absolutely. Great effort tonight. Talk about coming in and pulling a hockey game out of nowhere. Yeah, I don't know.
With 39 seconds to go, they pull Boston again for an extra attacker. The faceoff is in the Bulls zone. I get it. The game's not over with.
Well, and they've got 7 guys on the ice, too. So.
Yeah, somebody needs to come off, and it looks like it's going to be Adam Eby, who's very upset about something. Now Nippert keeps it alive. I have a feeling I know what Eby's upset about, and I'll talk about it in a minute. Back in their own zone, LaPlante plays it up. Taken in by Nagel. Nagel with the puck in front, looking for a deflection from Jerry. It gets past him. We're down to 20 seconds to go. Nippert gives it for Goldowski in front. He just wanted to deflect off somebody's legs, and it's cleared away. That's Donahue with the puck with an empty net. Donahue just goes wide. Nagel will pick the loose puck up. We're down to 8 seconds to go. This one's over with. Masson gives it to Donahue. Donahue tries a shot, deflected by Nagel in front. Masson had a chance at it as he throws his head back, and this one is over with. Birmingham, a very, very tough 3-1 win over the Macon Mayhem.
Well, Jody, I get it. You wanna pull them with 39 seconds left and go for it. But I tell you what, if I'm coaching, I don't do that because you're back in here tomorrow night.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
You take the 3-1 loss that you guys really worked for. I mean, I don't think Macon could have had much of a better game. A couple of bounces.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? But for this to end up a 4-1 game, if that puck goes in the net, to me, that just paints a different picture than your team presented for you. So I run 5-on-5, take the 3-1 loss, and gear everybody up. Have a good night tonight and get ready to come back tomorrow.
I want to talk a little bit about what Adam Eby was upset about for Macon.
Yeah.
He was upset because there was no icing call on that Kozarev feed to Rose on the empty net goal. He thought he had him beat, and the icing should have been blown at the faceoff circle when they were really neck and neck at that point. I understand his argument. And if, to be honest with you, the shoes were on our feet or the skates were on our feet, I'd probably be upset about it as well. But you can't take anything away from Kozarev getting back and just taking that puck away and sending out a nice pass to Rose to ice this game out.
Nope. Absolutely electric there, Jody, with that last effort by Kozarev to get that go-ahead third goal.
Well, let me ask you about what this does tomorrow night. This was a huge 2 points for Birmingham. I can't stress that enough. That means with 3 games left, we only need for either Peoria to slip up or we just need to take care of business ourselves and win 2 games from here on out. That said, tomorrow night, this same Macon team is back in here. Greg, they gave everything they could possibly give us tonight, and for 2 periods, it worked. It worked solidly. Tomorrow night, they've lost tonight. It was gut-wrenching. You saw it on the ice, them doubled over at the end of the game. You know they physically spent themselves tonight. I kind of think tomorrow night, Birmingham may take it to them in a big way. I'm not saying they're going to lay down. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they gave everything they had tonight. It would be hard to do that and replicate it again tomorrow.
Well, I think they're going to come out the same way that they did tonight, tomorrow night, Jody. But the question is, tonight they had goaltending.
Yeah.
And that's something
True.
that you talk about consistency. Now, if you're Macon, do you come back tomorrow night and let him ride again, or do you?
I know what you would do. You'd put him right back out there.
Absolutely.
And probably would be probably a good idea to do so. But as you just said and as you implicated, can you do that 2 nights in a row? Can you play that well the way that rookie Jack Bostic played tonight? Can you do that?
Having 54 shots, hard to say, Jody, but that's a lot of rubber coming at you. That's more rubber than a dead skunk on a highway.
Well, this was an interesting game. It had me worried for a while. And to be honest, I didn't relax till Carson Rose put that empty netter in. But nonetheless, we're seeing the 3 stars of the game announced, and I'm glad to see the defensemen both Matt Clark, now Jonathan Pace, the second star, the defenseman getting some recognition.
Oh, yeah.
The last couple of games they played well, very well.
I saw a side out of Pace tonight. I wouldn't mind seeing more of him getting a little gritty down there and, giving the business back to some guys.
And McTavish, the number one star of the game tonight, well deserved. The last two games, to be honest with you, he could have easily been the number one star. McTavish getting a goal tonight, his 13th of the year. Rose getting his 29th of the year. And Nikita Kozarev, his 18th of the year. Now, Kozarev added 2 more assists. That's a 3-point night for Nikita Kozarev. He probably should have been the number one star, but he gets it every game. I guess for a reason.
Right. But you know what? McTavish brought a little bit of different look tonight.
Exactly.
He had a scrap. That was good to see. He kind of got a little bit of spark and energy for the Bulls going early. And, by the time that Kozarev beat out Nippert on that draw, those 3 stars were probably already in.
Everybody has a role to play on a championship team.
Absolutely.
And what those 3 brought tonight, plus really the entire defensive core, I mean, everybody did their job. I was impressed with Macon, as we already have talked about ad nauseum. But at the end of the night, Birmingham only gave up 1 goal. And that's due to Drennan Atherton, but more importantly, it's due to the defense in front of him.
Well, it is. And, that goal coming on the 11th shot of the night, Jody, to come back, the Bulls gave up another 16 after that. And, they shut him down, didn't give up anything. So that's a huge, plus for the Bulls. But I think that after that first goal, I think they started working a little bit more too. And that makes such a difference on defense. And I'll tell you, these Macon defense back here, the Bulls paid the price on that back glass all night long.
Just remember, too, Kozarev worked his butt off for that first goal. He did everything but throw his body in the puck and the net with the puck. And that right there seemed to make the Bulls play a little differently. But nonetheless, it was a good hockey game to see. Nippert's over in the penalty box. Now everybody long gone off the ice. Maybe it's a friend he's talking to. It looks like it's the Zamboni driver he's actually talking to.
Yeah.
So that's good to see. I'm glad to see Nippert was okay, but he took that shot right in the inside of the thigh. Now he's going to the Bulls locker room, it looks like. Oh, he's talking to Michael Bell. They're friends as well. But anyway, it is a family. Birmingham Bulls wear it no matter where you are. You always remember the logo and you remember the people that work here and that you associate with. That's why we're back.
You know what Nippert's doing? He's getting a puck. I guarantee you. He's getting a puck, yep.
Oh, he's going to give it to a kid?
I don't know if he's going to give it to a kid or somebody, but that Michael Bell, he went across, probably looking for a game puck for somebody. And then Michael Bell, he asked him, and I think Bell's going to bring him one underneath. So,
well, Nippert played a good game, just wearing the wrong jersey, I guess. That's all you can say about him. But everybody seems to like him. We'll be back here again tomorrow night. Same teams going at it. I don't know what to expect. I think Birmingham's going to come out and take it to them, but you seem to think we're going to get more of the same.
Well, I think it's going to be more of the same, but I can also see what you're saying, because for a rookie to come back and do what he did tonight, I'm not feeling as confident. And I think if the Bulls come out tomorrow night and then get 15 shots on them in the first period, the way they were shooting in the third, and there's a difference. They were shooting. There was traffic. He was having to be acrobatic. And
he got lucky a couple of times, too. The puck found him.
When you're given everything that you have, Jody, chances are is the hockey gods reward you and you get a little bit of luck on your side. But if the Bulls can get to him early and get pucks and put a couple in on him, I think he's going to fall apart, and then you're going to have a point night tomorrow night.
Birmingham out shooting, doubling up, making 54-27, but more importantly, gaining 2 important points, going now with a record of 36-9, 5-3, good for 80 points. The first team in the league to break that 80-point mark with 3 games remaining. 86 is the maximum we can go. Now for Peoria, did they win tonight?
Still going on, 2-1 Peoria with 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
All right, let's just say Peoria wins the game. They'll go to 77 points with 3 games left. that means they have to win all 3, and Birmingham has to lose all 3 for them to overtake us the rest of the way.
Possibly.
Wait a minute. That's wrong.
No, there's 6 points in 3 games.
Yeah. So the most points they'll be able to obtain is 83.
Right.
Birmingham still has to find a way to get 3 more points, either through a loss by Peoria, a tie and a loss by Peoria, or Birmingham just winning it, just taking care of business themselves, which is probably the route to go.
The magic number is 3.
It is. Okay. That was fun. It was interesting, and it's just 9:30, so we got out of here really quickly. Thank you to referee Douglas Dowell for that. And I think tomorrow night we're going to get a different referee, but nonetheless, we'll be back here to bring you all the action. Hopefully no more power interferences from the fair and carnival going on next door. Final score from Pelham Civic Complex, Birmingham 3, Macon 1. For Greg Drebany, I'm Jody Chernesky. Thanks for joining us, everyone.